Hi, it's Keith Peterson from the Eardley T. Peterson Company again in Westfield, New Jersey. We'd like to talk to you this afternoon about Honda inverter generators. These generators are the most popular gasoline generators for emergency backup power in the industry. Honda is a world-class manufacturer of a variety of products, and they make the finest portable gas generators in the business. Generators come essentially three ways today. They come either diesel-powered, which is not typically in the loop for the average homeowner. They come gasoline, and they come natural gas. Natural gas has advantages. One of the primary disadvantages of a natural gas generator is that disruption in the gas supply eliminates the ability to, if you're fed through the natural gas system, to be able to power up your house or your office. Honda feels that with an adequate supply of some fuel, you could be living in the wilderness, the world collapsing around you. You have your generator, it can be powered up, and it will take care of your electrical needs. The biggest advantage to Honda's inverter generators is the cleanliness of the electrical power that these generators produce. The average generator today, either the machine itself or the components that make electricity, are made in China, and they lack the same engineering level as is in a Honda generator. Inverter technology produces ultra-clean electricity. The industry calls it computer-clean electricity. The mischief with ragged and dirty electrical output from the average generator is that whatever is sensitive to electric fluctuations will typically wind up being damaged or ruined. So a heating system has electronics in it. A refrigerator has electronics. Of course, modems, computers, plasma TVs, and so on. So after the storms, we have people coming in here telling us, I had to get my heating system fixed for $500. The refrigerator blew down the road. The TV doesn't work anymore, and so on. With inverter technology in these generators, such issues are totally eliminated. So there's a wonderful peace of mind assurance with running a Honda inverter generator. There's absolutely no problem at all with running even the most sensitive electronics. In addition to the premium electrical output on these generators, Honda generators provide extremely long run times. Firstly, Honda engines are very fuel efficient. But secondly, the inverter design enables the generator to power up only as much as is needed to supply electricity. So for example, if a sump pump turns on, there's a starting surge, roughly 2,000 watts. Once the pump is running, it drops back down to about 800 watts. A Honda generator will power up exactly to get the surge, meet the surge and get the pump going, and then drop down to that needed electrical level. The average generator is going to run at full speed no matter what. So if a few lights are left on in the house, the generator will run full speed all week in a power outage, supplying those lights. Very hard on the generator. They're very noisy, of course, and the electrical output, as said, is not what it should be. But the fuel consumption gets to be extreme. On a late generation, this is a 6500 I-Series Honda. This machine today is being replaced, or has been replaced, by a EU 7000i. These fuel tanks are 5 gallons, and due to the design of these machines, they will run about 20 hours. This is unheard of in this industry. This is a 5000 inverter Honda. This is a 3000 handy inverter Honda series, and in a few minutes we'll show you some smaller generators as well. The preferred way to utilize one of these generators is to hook it into a transfer switch. A transfer switch interfaces between the generator and the electrical panel in the house. It provides a completely safe way to introduce electricity into the chosen circuits. Some of the methods today involve simply backfeeding into a house or using main breakers. There can be hazards involved with that. This is as safe as it gets. So when the power is out, a main breaker can be thrown, and the circuits are then supplied by the electricity from the generator. The generator typically is plugged into an outside weatherproof receptacle. When the power comes back from the utility, this switch totally prevents power from coming from two places. It prevents hazards for linemen working out on the lines. So transfer switches are the preferred way to enable one of these generators to integrate into the house. They're portable, so there's a handle, as you can see, that enables this machine to be located as necessary. If you wish to leave it in a particular spot, that's fine. Some people, Honda makes covers, they leave them outside and simply install a cover. Now with the necessity to link this to the house, there's a panel here with outlets. There's a single panel that picks up 120, 240, and that cord then plugging into the outside receptacle supplies the electricity. Very simple process. A little extra gas should be kept on hand in case the pumps don't pump for a few days. You have the gasoline to run the generator. Now these generators are so quiet that I'd like to actually turn this on. This is a key electric start generator. There's a backup pull start in case the battery has failed. But the procedure for starting is to take a fuel valve that is in an off position, to turn it on, to leave a eco throttle switch in the off position, which forces the machine to start at high speed, and to turn the key. Once the generator is running, the eco throttle switch can go into the on position. The generator will go to an idle, and it will power up and down as needed. This is a 13 horsepower motor. You will be astonished at how quietly this runs. So that's full speed. And with the eco throttle engaged, this generator comes down to an extremely low decibel level. It meets all federal requirements for street fairs and so on. Wonderful, beautiful piece of equipment. Honda engineers these inverter generators to the same level that they engineer a Honda automobile. It's just a generator, not an automobile. So if someone has a generator located in a spot where it's less than favorable for operation but good for storage, these being portable generators can readily be moved wherever they need to be moved. The handlebars fold down, the machine compacts well for storage, but now you can position it outside the back of the garage or somewhere in vicinity to the electrical circuit that's into which you're going to plug. So portable means portable. It's not a lightweight generator, but very mobile. In the Handy series, they've got a machine here to produce 3,000 watts. If needed, the generator can be picked up and moved to the top of a deck or some location. It can be used for tailgating. It has a variety of uses due to its portability. There's a built-in handle. Makes it very simple and easy to move this generator. This is a pull start, but of course Honda engines are so easy to start, it's a very simple matter to start this. These then are also inverter Honda generators, very popular for their own use. This is a little 1000. These are generators that are so portable that a person can pick them up with one hand. The 2000 is not much bigger than a 1000, obviously produces twice the electrical output. Again, inverter quality, very long run times. Small fuel tank on here, it'll run about 12 hours in less than half a gallon of gas. This is a 3000 inverter generator with a larger fuel tank than the Handy we just showed you, and it is a key electric start machine. This again will run about 20 hours on 3.5 gallons of gas. These generators are suitable for home backup where you either want to run just an appliance or two, a refrigerator, some lights, some electronics, one sump pump. And then with the 3000 you can add in a few more things. If a house has a sump pump and 2 refrigerators, you're starting to need enough electricity that you should consider migrating from a smaller 2,000 or 3,000 watt generator up to one of the full-size units. We should mention that if you have products as to electrical needs you're uncertain, you can bring them in if they're portable. We have a test bank here. We can actually hook them up, find out the electrical draw, and help you identify the generator that will meet that need. We've mentioned that the need for a transfer switch in a house is to guard against electrical mishaps. This is a mechanical transfer switch, which is very common in its use. This is a computerized transfer switch, an electronic switch, and it will electronically and automatically handle load shifts and drops. You can set your generator up to auto start if the power goes off. It's a nice option for those who need extra electrical provisions in the house so that you don't have to worry in an initial way about the generator starting and handling the loads. So these size generators are for very minimal electrical needs. A 1000 will run a few lights, some electronics. A 2000 will run a sump pump, a refrigerator, a few lights. If there's anything more than that, the size needs to be increased. A 3000 can be a handy size to have if you have one fridge and no sump pump. It'll take care of the heating system, which is a biggie, and it will take care of some lights and electronics in the house. Anything larger or any further electrical needs that are important, then you need to consider migrating into a larger generator, a 5000, or today the 7000, which is our most popular generator. We should also mention that Honda typically provides financing. We have financing plans through Honda to help with these setups, and a complete package is way, way less than would be the same for a quality natural gas system. We don't think it makes a lot of sense to use an inexpensive natural gas system because the electrical output being so ragged is going to damage product in the house. You'll have further expense. A good quality natural gas system today is running $12,000 to $15,000 as an average installed. It's a bit of change. You can do a top-of-the-line Honda system for less than half of that and have a wonderful product. Thank you so much, and if you have further questions, please call us, the E.T. Peterson Company in Westfield, New Jersey, at 908-232-5723.